What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the third episode here of the Ultimate Pitchers Program Off-Season Edition. Today we're going to go through the third cycle of the off-season build-up program that we do here at Premier Pitching Performance. We went through an assessment period. We went through the strength and no-throw period. Now, the next stage of that is going to be more of like a on-ramp build into throwing and working into more of a velocity phase here. So the on-ramp for the throwing starts with a slow introduction to the volume and intensity. You're going to work through that. We've got a 33-day free one on our website if you guys are looking to kind of get a sample program of what that would look like. Go to premierpitching.com and check that out. You're going to go through that, and then you'll go through a couple weeks of a build that'll ultimately land you at the position that we're in today. It's a hybrid A day is what we call it, but it's got the built up throw counts. We're going to work in through some compression throws, and it's a very aggressive, very high volume, high intensity throwing day here that once you get kind of your volume intensity built up to this stage, it's our time where we go through kind of a velo phase where we're really trying to build arm speed and build in on top of the velo that that we kind of brought into the mix here. So and then after that, it kind of pairs up with that on the strength side is the power focused phase, power focused cycle, where we're trying to take that strength that we built up previously, and we're trying to apply it more to performance, more to how we apply that force on the mound. If strength is like your absolute strength, you're building up your muscles, power is like how quickly you can apply that force. And so you'll still see some strength exercises like mixed in there because we're trying to keep that like foundation of strength built up, but it's a lot more fast moving and applying that force in the weight room that ultimately helps us transition that weight room strength to on-field, improved performance, improved velocity, improved sustained health and command, and all those things. So that's what we're going to work through today. We're going to start with a really good, clean, dynamic warm-up. The order of operations again here are kind of your soft tissue stuff, your correctives and mobilities. We'll get into our dynamic warm-up, and then we'll kind of get into more skill-specific stuff with movement pattern prep and your throwing programs, and then kind of work into the lifting here. So that's what we're going to do today. Hope you guys like it. That's it for the long toss piece of today. Every single day when you're building up like that, we're kind of adding volume and intensity each week through that on-ramp, through that build. Right now we're at the point where we've reached kind of that volume and intensity where we deem it a little bit more safe to get after some more aggressive compression throws. So today through my long toss, I did my prescribed plyo drills that are based off of my biomechanics assessment. We did the recommended like catch play amount with the total amount of throws, not to exceed a certain workload level, intensity level basically. And we're gonna hit those bars, and if my arm's still feeling okay, if my body's still feeling right, then we're gonna get into these compression throws right here. I'm gonna do 2 different sets here to start off with. The compressions are just like you're throwing outside on the field. I think they get sometimes a bad rap these days because we have this perception of long toss and it happening inside with the radar gun, you know, maybe throws it off a little bit, but it's just the final throws that you would finish with your long toss out on the field like people have done for forever. So it's the last couple throws to finish where I'm kind of aggressive on a crow hop, on a line, and I'm just trying to compete with the radar gun to try to throw it 1 mile an hour harder each time. And to be honest with you, I'd be trying to do that if I was out in the outfield and had no radar gun anyways. So today I'm also going to throw in some weighted implements. I'm going to do a couple of warm-ups with a 5-ounce ball, and then I'm going to go 654, 654, and then you know, that's going to complete my throwing for the day. Those are the most intense throws. I'm taking as much break in between those to kind of rest and recover that I need to deliver, you know, the most aggressive pull down throw that I can. Alright, so power focused time frame. You've obviously built up the necessary strength in the weight room. We're working on moving it faster, like I mentioned. You know, you don't want to bypass the critical checkpoints of being able to do you know, your body weight or functional movements. Once you've kind of developed that strength, you know, it turns into more about applying it faster. And you know, the older that you get, you know, in my experience, I needed more of that as opposed to more strength time. Going from a 400-pound deadlift to a 500-pound deadlift for baseball players, pretty irrelevant. Some guys do it, but on a wide scale, it's just not necessary to throw a baseball, you know, with good velocity, health, and command. So we transitioned in a little bit more of a power. It's trying to take like a comfortable weight that's still somewhat challenging and moving it faster. You guys can see the bar speed sensors that I'm using right there in those videos. You know, the connected to the bar, they're measuring the speed of how fast, you know, I'm moving that bar. It's got 155 pounds on it. You know, I've maxed out maybe with like 250 or more, you know, so 155 is like really not a heavy weight on bench press for me. It's more about moving it faster each time. I've got that thing set to a certain bar speed goal. And if I went below that goal, then I would take more weight off. It's about hitting that goal speed. And really, you know, every single workout that I do in this, or exercise that I do in this workout, is not going to be as explosive as all of those are, but the main purpose is trying to recruit more, you know, more speed into the process, more force, more power into, you know, my on-field performance, you know. So I'm training my body that way in the gym. I'm gonna finish up with a few more things today, but definitely that A set, the A set, B set, you got A, B, C, D sets, supersets within this workout. You know, most of them are gonna be tailored towards power, but there's still some functional movement stuff in there. There's still some good core stuff in there, and there's an occasional strength, absolute strength based exercise in there too. So today would be, you know, like your upper body one. You see the push, the pulls, you know, the core, rotational core. On a lower body day, you'd see, you know, more power based leg exercises, lower body exercise, whether it be split squats, whether it be, you know, deadlifts, whether it be, you know, lateral lunges. The goal is just change from how much weight we can put on the bar. We put a comfortable weight on the bar and we just try to move it faster. If you don't have bar speed sensors, you just trying to move it faster each rep will suffice, but obviously it's good to have a training tool like that to show if your weight's appropriate, but then also just to compete with it the same way we were doing with the pull downs with the radar gun. The radar gun doesn't have to be there to accomplish that same goal. So I'm gonna finish up with this workout today. This kind of fits into your program, around the time. This is the meat and potatoes maybe of the off season. We just got to do the necessary work to build our body up to it, and we want to do it far enough away from the season so that we still have time to kind of work into some of the next segments that you guys are going to see in this video series of the pitch design series or pitch design cycle. We need to kind of work on specific pitches. We need time to dial those in. We need time to build up more of a live setting. So this is kind of sandwiched right in the middle of all those things.